Okay, everyone, welcome to the Long Dark. Welcome back to Wintermute. Wintermute Redo has been released. It is the 18th of December as I am filming this, although because I am working a couple of weeks ahead, I'm going to be brutally honest. I want to make sure that I can give you a continuous series instead of a really patchy one whenever I get the chance to film anything. So you're not going to see this until January, but I am playing this on release day. It's downloaded. It is quite late at night, which is why I'm being a little bit quieter than usual, because I don't want to wake everybody up. I don't want to wake my neighbour up downstairs, and I don't want to wake my girlfriend up in the room next door. So we're being a little bit quieter than usual. But we are here, and it's because I want to get on with this. I want to play it. It's come out. We've got Wintermute Redo. Now, there's obviously quite a lot of backstory to what's happened with Wintermute in the Long Dark. Also very conscious I'm not actually looking at the camera for the webcam, I'm sort of looking down there. There's been a bit of a backstory of what's happened with the Long Dark, with Wintermute. When it first came out, I'm going to be honest, it wasn't very popular with the vast majority of players. Most of the players that played it when it came out were like me. They were quite experienced players. They'd been at it for a long time. They were very skilled at playing the Long Dark. And the story mode wasn't quite what we were expecting. It had been long anticipated. We were really looking forward to it, but it wasn't quite what we were expecting. It was a little bit more linear than we were expecting. The difficulty wasn't scalable, so for novice players, it's brilliant, and that's great. We want to get people playing it, but for more experienced players, it was just too easy. You just walked through it. It wasn't difficult. And it also felt a little bit draggy. The things that, some of the kind of missions and things that you had to do were a little bit tedious. You were repeating basic tasks over and over and over again, and it was a bit annoying. So they have changed the way things work. Some of the dialogue options weren't very popular as well. That's been changed apparently as well. I haven't played yet, so I don't know exactly what they've done. We are going to find out. I'm going to try and break this down. Obviously, they've only released redos of episodes 1 and 2. There's going to be episode 3 coming up very shortly, so I'm going to start with episode 1, and we're going to work through. I'm probably going to break this down into a few videos, depends how long it now is. Last time it did drag for a little bit, so it was a few videos, so we're going to stick to about 30 minutes, and we're going to keep and see how we do, but we are going to get into this right now. So let's start a new game. Episode 1, Do Not Go Gentle, and there's episode 2, Luminance. I should probably learn what that actually says. And then, of course, episode 3 has not been unlocked yet, and neither has 4, and neither has 5. So, as I suppress a sneeze, I'm terribly sorry. Let's get ourselves into episode number 1. Now, this is the first change. We can actually sort of scale our difficulty level. Obviously, for me, I would probably be playing more on this level. I think I might put it in the middle, Capable Survivor, simply because I kind of want that balance. I don't want to make it too difficult because I want to get through the story, but equally, I don't want it to be too easy. So we'll leave it in the middle, I think. These don't marry up with the survival mode difficulty settings. So we're going to go in, and we're going to say Story Playthrough 1. Let's go. Now, I am going to keep talking at this point. Now, I don't normally talk through cutscenes, as you know, but the last time I had the Wintermute playthrough videos, I actually got copyright strikes for this track, so I'm afraid you won't hear anything at this point other than me. I'm going to have to mute the music, but we'll ignore that. I don't normally talk through cutscenes. I normally like to let them play. It's a great intro. I'm going to have to let you experience it all by yourself in the game. So I'm just going to try and keep filling in the what's current silence that you guys are hearing. So let's play through. Obviously showing the way through the story mode. I think this intro is actually the same as the first time round. It's a nice little cinematic. As we go through, watching the fire flicker and the laptop which doesn't work and the phone that's broken. I think, is that Astrid? I think that's Astrid. That's the Grey Mother, who we're going to meet a little bit further along. Bit of a survival camp there. And that's Astrid in a spot of bother. Now, the Long Dark, the Wintermute redo. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly what's changed. Obviously, as I said, people weren't 100% happy with the way it was before. It was a bit too linear, so hopefully that's one of the things that's changed. Hopefully the dialogue has as well. Okay, so I think the music is now finished. So hopefully now you'll get some proper audio, and we're going to go into various bits of cinematics. Now, there are cinematics in this, in story mode, which is completely different to survival, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on these, make sure I don't talk over the ones that we actually want to hear. And I think we're going to go straight into one. I know, plunging at the deep end. Well, things are on fire, which is never generally a good sign. Ooh, that's painful. Oh, ow, 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 ow. I'm squirming even watching that. How can he bend his fingers after doing that? Okay, here we go. I'm going to shut up during this cinematic then. Oh no, I'm actually in charge of this. I can move it around.
Seems about right.
I'm actually in control.
Snap on the way. I'd better get a fire going before the pipes freeze up again.
Ah, I am actually in control. Okay. So this is a little bit of... Let's pick up some supplies then. There are some matches over here. We're going to need those. The heads-up display has changed. Okay, let's start a fire with all of that then. So the controls have changed slightly. The displays have changed slightly, and that applies to survival mode as well. So if you're watching this video alongside my playing the long game survival mode playthrough, you will notice in about 4 weeks' time a bit of a change to the displays, because I'm trying. This is the problem with the production schedules and playing the Long Dark. I'm trying to film several weeks in advance, but things update and it all goes wrong. Okay, so this is all new. This was not in Wintermute the first time round. I'm jabbering. I'm going to stop jabbering. This was not in Wintermute the first time round. So we've got the plane.
Here we are, old girl. Your best flights may be behind you, but you're still beautiful to me. And anyways, you're all I've got. I'd sure love to give you one last great adventure.
Well, I think that's going to happen. Let's make our way around a little bit. We've got some reclaimed wood. I'm going to go on the... I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to pick up everything that's pick-upable kind of plan here. I've got some... That's Mackenzie's jacket.
I don't remember needing my parka this early in the season. It seems to get colder every year.
Okay, but I can click it, but I can't pick it up. I assume I'm going to trigger something in a minute, or some sort of event is going to happen. That's the radio, which I can't turn on. Can't explore any of that. Poster?
Jackrabbit remote transport. 0 flights a day to the mainland communities and, well, anywhere really.
I can go through that door, but let's just have a quick look around here first. Oh, we've got some tea. I will take that.
Cheap electric crap. Never works when you need it. Damn, I was right. Pipes froze up again. It's getting pretty late in the day. Guess I could take a nap.
Okay, I'm going to pick up all that firewood. You're tired, take a nap. Let's go through this door then. You sprint. I'm literally going to pick up anything and everything that is available to be picked up, because I don't know whether I'm going to need it, whether I'm going to need to carry it over. Okay, well, I can take a nap. I just don't know where to take a nap. Where can I take a nap? Can I go through this door? Does this door go anywhere? No? Okay. Where do I take a nap? Do I just sit in my chair? Possibly just sit in my chair? No. Do I indeed get out my bedroll? No. You're tired, take a nap. Okay. Where in the hell do I take a nap? I must be missing something really obvious. Oh, there's another door. Here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So this is obviously the tutorial, the new tutorial for the game. So we're going to rest. Obviously, normally we would be choosing how long we'd sleep for and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, this is not a normal playthrough. Oh, the phone's ringing.
Those were better days.
Answer the phone.
Jackrabbit Remote Transport, Mackenzie speaking.
I told her not to come up. I told her you couldn't fly in this weather. For once, will you not be so damn
Whoa,
stubborn and
well,
listen?
slow down, Maureen. What are you talking about?
She just showed up. Said you'd see her. Said you'd fly her north. I know you need the money. The weather service...
It's okay, Maureen. I've got it from here.
Hello, Will.
What are you doing here?
It's been a while, I know.
Yeah. Years. I haven't heard from you since...
I know. I know. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't important.
Well... What brings you... I mean... Are you sick?
No. No, not me. But I need to get to someone who is.
Right. So you're still a doctor?
Yes, I'm still a doctor.
I thought that after... Why are you here?
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
Great Bear? There's nothing there anymore. Not since...
I know. But I have to get there.
Still trying to save the world, huh?
Somebody has to.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mackenzie... Will... I didn't come here to fight about the past. I need a pilot to take me somewhere remote. Someone who won't ask too many questions. Someone I can trust.
Wait. Questions? Astrid, are you in trouble?
Are you gonna help me, or not?
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
What's in the case, Astrid?
No questions.
Look, the weather out there is bad. Bad. I mean, it's getting worse. You walk in here after years. I could have been dead. You could have been. And then you show up and you want me to just risk my life flying into the middle of the great northern nowhere to deliver you in some mystery metal case to some remote wilderness outpost. All because you walked in here and asked me to?
Yes.
Astrid, you can't bring him back.
This isn't about that.
I know how hard it's been.
No. You don't know, Mackenzie. You don't know anything.
You don't think I feel it too?
Are you gonna take me or not? The longer I wait, the worse it'll get. Damn it. I don't have time for this.
Wait. The worse what we'll get? Why do I have a feeling you're not talking about the weather?
Because I'm not.
Throw your bags in the plane. I'll get started on pre-flight. Better buckle up tight, because it's gonna be a rough ride.
Okay, I think that's pretty much the same cinematic as before.
Let's see. 2 people plus enough fuel to get us out to Great Bear and back leaves... almost no capacity for cargo. If we're too heavy, we'll burn through our fuel before we get there. I'll have to be careful about what else I take with me.
Select extra cargo and load Astrid's gear into the plane. Well, okay, so... It still won't let me pick that up. Emergency food, first aid kit.
Water, energy bars, purification tablets. Breakfast of champions. Astrid's a doctor, so we're covered there. But probably best to have some extra meds just in case.
Now, they I assume are the extra supplies. Now for Astrid's stuff.
Astrid's traveling pretty light. Wherever she's going, she must not be planning to stay long. The mysterious case. Astrid definitely doesn't want to talk about what's inside. Which means she's probably not supposed to have it.
Definitely revoiced the character here. Oh, distress pistol. Shall I?
The distress pistol kit is heavy, but I'd hate to end up in an emergency situation without it.
Well, I am apparently encumbered, so I can't take it all. I'm only very slightly encumbered though. So, it has indeed collected all of the stuff that I have been collecting around the building as we've gone around. So, I think we can probably ditch a little bit of it to keep some more useful stuff. So let's get rid of that reclaimed wood. We don't need that. I'm inclined to get rid of that bit of fur. Unless we get rid of... Have we got tinder? No, we haven't got tinder, so we need to make sure we keep that. We've got matches, we need those. Basically, I'm putting together my own survival kit. I have the benefit of knowing what's going to happen. There we go. So we're no longer encumbered. We're going to leave that little pile on the floor. Let's just have one last quick scoot round, just make sure there's nothing obvious that we are missing. I don't think there is, because I'm sure we would have seen it. I'm kind of more interested in making sure that no other things have crept up or appeared.
Great Bear Island. Dad used to fly there all the time. He said it used to be beautiful. Not much reason to go there these days, since the
cooking
quakes and all.
pot. Knowing full well that we may well need that. That's awkward, because that's going to add a bit of weight, isn't it? Okay. We might have to make a slightly more challenging decision in a minute. Okay, let's just check what we've got in our backpack then. What can we get rid of? I never carry herbal tea. Let's get rid of it. Never bother with that. I am... because we are just fractionally over. I'm going to have to let a piece of that go, I think. There we go. I'm assuming that I can't go over my encumberment limit. I'm guessing that's my restriction. I'm assuming that I'm picking up Mackenzie's Parker. I'm clicking it and nothing's happening. So I'm going to assume we're taking that with us. Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Just need to grab my parka and we can go.
Right, okay, now we've got it. So we've got to take those with us. So I actually only have another 5 kilos, so I can only take one of these. There is the grand decision. I can only take one of these items with me. I cannot take all of them. So which one do I want? Well, I'm going to go with the food. That is going to be my preference. I assume now I can grab my parka. There we are, now we're going.
I see you're still wearing it.
Huh? Wearing what?
Your ring. Our ring.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I just forgot to take it off.
I wear mine too.
Why?
Memories, I guess.
thought you wanted to forget.
Not all of it.
Look, I should have looked for you.
It's okay. I've kept busy. I've moved on.
You sure? Because this all seems pretty familiar. You still working with that researcher, Doctor? What's his name?
No. No, I'm not working at the center anymore.
Well, then where?
I'm working on my own. Freelance, you could say.
Freelance doctor? That sounds legit.
I don't question your life choices, Mackenzie. Plenty of things you could be doing besides hanging out in your dad's old plane and drinking in the daytime.
Hey, we had a lot of good times in this plane. And it's under control.
I know, okay? I'm not here to fight, really.
I think about him all the time, you know?
I know you do.
What I did. The choice I made. I did it for us.
You don't have to. Let's just not...
No. It's important that you hear this. There's things I need to
Mackenzie,
say.
not now. There's...
Just let me tell you.
Will, shut up for a second. Something's wrong.
That is not good.
What's going on?
Power's gone. Whole electrical system looks fried.
Shit! What's happening?
No power means we're going down. Hold tight.
Will?
And here we are. Okay, so I think this has been tweaked a little bit. The dialogue is slightly different. There's, I think, a slightly more developed backstory between these two than there was previously. I could be remembering that wrong. It's been a while since I played Wintermute. I've never replayed it. So this is only the second time I've ever been through Wintermute. Oh no, we've got to watch this again. Maybe screw him the first time. Ow, 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 ow.
Astrid!
And then he immediately bends his fingers, which I'm fairly sure would be impossible in that situation. Okay, so now we are in control of Will.
Right through the windshield. Trees broke my fall. Oh, mostly.
And then the ground did the rest. Okay, so this is part one of our crash. We are on the ground and we are in trouble. We are bleeding, so we need to find bandages or craft them from cloth to treat blood loss. Well, we can craft them. We've got them. I'm going to pick up stuff that's around me, but I have a feeling I need to do my little bit of crafting fairly rapidly. So let's just craft some bandages before my condition drops too much. It would be rather embarrassing to die quite this soon. Oh, yeah. Got that a little bit wrong. There we go. Yep, I'm going to need a couple of them. Oh, wait a moment. Sorry, my mistake. I got that wrong. I only needed to use one there. I thought there were 2 lots of blood loss. There wasn't. Try to climb out of the ravine. Okay. Which way I'm going to go to try and climb out of the ravine? Is there a rope? Trying to climb out of the ravine would not be high on my agenda of things to be doing right now, if I'm utterly honest with you about it. I will be trying to get to shelter. Grab sticks, let's grab things. I don't think there's any way of climbing out of the ravine in total honesty. Swords. And there is no... Well, I suppose I can go this way. I'm just a bit concerned about my condition. My condition's not brilliant. This isn't what I would be doing at this moment in time if I was completely...
I could probably climb that.
I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm collecting everything. Okay. Let's try, and we will probably fail.
Damn. Arm's too weak.
Okay,
need
so
to
what
find
we
some
need...
shelter from this wind.
Okay, we can't do much with that deer carcass at the moment. Let's just pick up more sticks. And let's head back across to the cave.
I don't feel so good.
Yeah, we're conditions pretty low. But I dare say at this point it's fairly reasonably well controlled by the game mechanics. I think it would be just a tad embarrassing if we were to die quite this quickly. I am literally picking up anything I see. We don't want to pick up something that's on fire. That's always a good sign. Use fires to melt snow. Start a fire. Okay. Oh, there's a bed. Oh, that's cool.
That's smart.
Bandage wound and warm up the cave first. That's actually kind of cool. Right, okay, let's see if we can get a fire started. Oh, I love the new little... with the rocks moving about. Where do I put the fire? Because I tend to put them between the door and the bed, as you know. Oh, we've got some green. Let's go for it. So, book, fuel. I'll go with that because that's pretty much guaranteed to light. And you know what? I am just going to use the newsprint as tinder. I know I wouldn't normally do that, but I want to get a fire going so that we can make sure that we're not going to die here. Should be a tad embarrassing this early on in the game.
I don't feel
Awesome.
so good.
Okay,
I need
so
to rest up.
I'm going to add a little bit of additional fuel. Give myself a few hours of fire. And then I'm going to use the bed. Obviously, again, this isn't full survival, so it's done it for me.
Hasn't come looking for me. Which means she can't come looking for me. Because she's hurt. Or worse. I'd better get back up to the crash site.
Okay, we're climbing out of the ravine. However, we are dehydrated. Our condition is dropping. I probably should have tried to make some water. I have a recycled can. I probably needed to make some water there, so I'm going to restart this fire. Let's do a little bit of tinder harvesting first. We need to keep ourselves alive. We're no use to anybody if we're not alive. So let's just do a little bit of newsprint harvesting this time. And let us just restart this fire. Again, I'm just going to use what I have. Let's restart. Again, I kicked a 3-hour fire going now. I probably didn't need to, in complete honesty. I probably just literally just needed to get a fire going. So I probably wasted a bit of resource there. Now, things have changed with this now. Yes, it's more... It's not quite as it was before, which is a little bit of a shame, actually. I quite liked having to place the things on there. So I've got 18 minutes until that's melted, so I need to go around and gather up more stuffs from outside. We want to make sure we've got as much as we can before we leave this area, because this is all we have to get ourselves through at the moment. We've got plenty of carrying capacity, so I am literally going to pick up anything and everything. Good, 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 good. And we can actually stop our dehydration because there was a drink in there. So let's drink that. Again, the displays at the bottom have changed look. Brand new displays, look kind of cool. Okay, we've got bits of plane down here. I'm not bothering with branches, you have to break them up. Can't be bothered with the resources needed to do that. And obviously our objective is to get out of the ravine, but right now I need to make sure that I'm actually going to stay alive when I do that. So, the snow is still melting. We need some water. We're going to do that. We need to warm ourselves up before we go anywhere else. And I can see down in the bottom left, I can actually now, I've permanently got my displays on here, which obviously is a bit of a change. That's going to reflect through into survival mode as well. So that's kind of, that is going to cause me 1 or 2 issues of continuity with my other playthrough. So again, I'm going to come clean with you. I've started recording both, obviously Wintermute on the day it came out, 18th of December, and the playing the long game playthrough that I've got going as well at the moment. I started filming that one at the beginning of December, so that's actually been in work for a good 3 weeks by this point. I've got a whole month's worth of videos recorded for it, so I'm going to come clean about that one. You're not going to see these in that playthrough until February. Okay, so that is starting to bubble, so we should be pretty close to getting some water. And then I think what we're going to do, we'll climb out of the ravine at the start of the next video. I'm going to be mean because it is quite late. I've got a little bit of work to do before I go to bed. We've hit the 30 minutes, so we'll just get to the end of this, and I think we shall head into the next video before we climb out of the ravine and move forward. But let's just get this finished before we go anywhere else. So this is Wintermute Redo. It is a little bit different to the old one. We were straight in there with a bit of interactivity before we even left in the plane, which is kind of cool. So that was nice as the tutorial. This bit was the tutorial last time. We've kind of been left a little bit more. I'm going to drink that straight off the bat. And assuming I have enough fire left, I might actually make some more. Actually, let's just chuck a bit more fuel. Let's chuck a few of these sticks on there just to give ourselves slightly more fire. We'll make ourselves some more water, but right now I am going to say thank you so much for joining me for Wintermute Redo. Yes, we are going to be playing through this. We're going to do both episodes. We're going to do episode 1 and episode 2, and then we'll hopefully by the time we get to the end of those, we'll be ready for episode 3. I have no idea when that's going to be released, but hopefully as soon as it is, we can just plow straight into it and carry straight on with it. But right now, thank you so much for joining me as always. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, which is going to be down there below me, and over on that side you will see the link to the playlist for this series, and also the playlist for the playing the long game playthrough in survival mode that I'm doing at the moment. So please remember to check both of those out, and I will see you again as always very, very soon.